Back here in Las Vegas at Sam's Town Live for PBC on Bounce. As we prepare for our next contest, we're here at Sam's Town Live for a big night of action. And here we see PBC on Bounce. When it comes to, there is Oscar Bravo out of Santiago, Chile. As Oscar Bravo, they said he's been training for quite a while. When he got the call 5 or 6 weeks ago, they took it immediately. And as we will go ahead and look at the numbers when it comes to our co-feature, Sharif Bogere and Oscar Bravo. Austin, what stands out to you?
Right now, Bogere has the 1.5-inch advantage and the inch reach advantage. Other than that, that's the only advantages I see.
Ladies and gentlemen, live on Bounce from Las Vegas, Nevada. Premier Boxing Champions now features 10 rounds in the Junior Welterweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He comes in wearing the blue trunks. His professional record stands at 23 wins, 11 of those coming by way of knockout. Opposite, 7 losses. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada by way of Santiago, Chile. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, presentando Oscar Bravo. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He comes in wearing the black trim with the silver. As a professional, his record near perfect, 31 victories, 20 of those coming by way of knockout against 1 loss. Fighting out of right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sharif The Lion Bogere. Our referee in charge is Russell Mora. As we take a look at the rules for this matchup, 10-point must system. No standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Only the referee can stop the fight. The fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round, and the fight is official after 4 rounds have been completed. Sharif Bogere and Oscar Bravo. This one should be a thrilling affair because both guys have quite a wealth of experience between the two. Sharif Bogere, who has had some issues when it comes to his Achilles. He actually tore them twice. And now he says he's completely healthy and ready to make that next step.
Yes, he tore each Achilles once, making a total of 2 Achilles tears. But, you know, that's a rough injury to come back from, not just once, but twice.
That's borderline Derrick Rose territory. My goodness, I mean, you never want to see that. But Sharif Bogere, who is a veteran, and you know all about Sharif Bogere. The thing is, with Bogere, 31-1, that is a fantastic record. But because he's been inactive, he is almost like this unknown and forgotten quantity.
It's like he almost has to start all over at 31-1. Nice check hook.
Bogere with his jab. When it came to Oscar Bravo, they were pretty adamant to us as to say that he is so aggressive, and they said that how they look at him, it's almost like a Marcos Maidana type. And if he's even 1/2 of Marcos Maidana, then we're in for a heck of a matchup here.
I have a feeling that these guys' styles are going to match up well for the fans tonight.
Stop! Don't back there. Don't punch back there.
Russell Mora, the referee in charge, telling and warning Russell Mora about punching behind the head. And a nice jab followed by a right hand. Bogere, double left hook upstairs.
Well, he's feigning the jab and coming over with the hook, and it's landed a couple of times. In fact, there is a red mark on the right eye of Oscar Bravo.
Well, Bogere he's very calculated. He has outstanding placement on his punches.
The thing about Bogere that I'm missing is the lion's head.
Let him go.
If
Stop.
you ever watched him fight, he comes in with this
Don't pull him down.
lion's head that he's came in for years. And the funny story about that lion actually killed a few people in his village, and so he got it skinned and he placed the head over his head and used it as I mean, it's a big story.
Well, they said it was stolen.
Yeah.
Juwan Blake told us one of his handlers that it was stolen.
Wow.
So for Oscar Bravo, they sparred with Bogere about a month prior to this fight. They did not know who their set opponent was. So they trained out of the Mayweather Boxing Club, and they were sparring under 10 seconds to go. We'll get into the story more as we head towards the second round, as they both tie up.
Let go.
And there we see Sharif Bogere and Oscar Bravo in round one. As we take a look for Oscar Bravo, the last time he fought, 525 days. Lost to Saul Rodriguez by split decision. That was in California. And now a cut outside the left eye. And Layla McCarter, who's an outstanding women's boxer, is going to have to go and work on that laceration outside the left eye.
Trae con la cabeza, Oscar, para adentro. Entra con tu mano arriba y suelta las manos.
Enter with your head. There you see Layla McCarter. Talk about someone who does it all. Former world champion and now a cut woman.
She's got her hands full right now with first round already a cut. I have a feeling it has something to do with that check hook that Bogere has been throwing.
Suelta tu mano adentro para que no se agrande el corte. Ya había el corte de agua, hermano.
Round number 2, this one's scheduled for 10. Ray Flores, Austin, no doubt, trot here ringside at Samstown Live for a big night of action. Just saw Juan Hernandez pick up a victory over Kevin Watts.
Let go.
Now they tie up. And Sharif Bogere pumping that jab. And they want Oscar Bravo to lead in with this head. That's what they want him to do and be aggressive.
Lead in with the head, huh? And that's a great instruction for a headbutt.
Yeah, well, I mean, just they want him to kind of enter with the head and maybe rough up Bogere.
Well, he's trying. Bogere's using some great tactics to keep him at bay.
Austin, I'd like to see Bogere maybe step back half a step, and as Bravo's entering, throw that right uppercut up the guard, because he's coming in leading with the head, and although that momentum is coming, that forward pressure, he's bringing it on himself. Add an uppercut onto that. I mean, look, I'm not a physicist by any stretch of the imagination. I was terrible at that. Big shot by Bogere. Bogere stunned Bravo, but that uppercut could jar, and the force could be compounded if he were to throw that uppercut.
He did, but it was more of a...
There is that uppercut, as we just saw.
Nice, again, he did it twice.
You know a thing or two about this sport a little bit. I mean, you know, I'm not as tough as you to be able to lace up the gloves, but...
Start training some of these kids, man.
Watch out.
Maybe that's in the future, but what I do know is what's in our immediate future is round number 2 between Bravo and Bogere, and a nice chopping right hand by Oscar Bravo. Bogere just so relaxed. And that is what stands out to me, is how relaxed he is. He was originally from Uganda.
Let him go. Stop!
Yeah, he caught a nice little hook to the chin as I'm sorry, not Rodriguez, as Bravo was coming in.
And Bogere, he had some nice trunks, but some blood that is from Oscar Bravo on the trunks of Bogere. And they were telling us in the fighter base with Bogere, if he gets this victory, they want a name at 35 or 40. They'll go up to 40. They will stay here at 35. Doesn't matter, because they say that the weight for Bogere is 35, but they're happy to take a fighter at 140 or 35.
Well, I mean, Bogere's been putting in work for years in this boxing game, and it's been relatively unknown to the mainstream boxing. I think a win tonight, he more than deserves to get that name and be in the mainstream.
Final moments of round number 2. They both exchange, but Bogere has been landing the more authoritative shots. We'll come back with round number 3. You're watching PBC on Bounce.
let's take a look at some of the action that we've had so far in this fight. Great overhand right that was perfectly on the chin. And that uppercut that Ray was asking for, Sharif Bogere, he gave it to him.
Look, it's almost like the law of attraction. Ask, put it out in the universe, and you will get it. And that's exactly what we got when it came to that uppercut. Sharif Bogere and his adversary, Oscar Bravo, tonight, round number 3. This one's scheduled for 10.
Watch your elbow, Sharif. Watch your elbow.
Bravo just seems to be off balance. He seems to be very heavy on his feet. Bogere moving well, jabbing well, and just has more of an arsenal and more things to his weaponry.
He does. He's showing us a lot of good looks right now. And Oscar Bravo is either going to have to make the adjustments or just overpower through it.
And the face is reddening of Oscar Bravo from those big shots of Bogere. And Bogere isn't even breaking a sweat yet.
The check hook for Bogere's been a great weapon. Nice body shot.
Front.
But I would like to see him hit him with the uppercut after the check hook that you asked for earlier.
Absolutely. I mean, it's there for the taking. I mean, you're just seeing it is wide open. I mean, look, Austin, I know you living in New Mexico. You have a nice truck and everything else, but you could drive a truck through that defense of Oscar Bravo.
Oh, yeah. His defense is to
Look at that
catch it.
shot. My goodness.
Let him go. Let his head go.
Bravo is wiping away his eyes because the shots are accumulating, and Bogere is hammering away on Bravo.
Absolutely. I like to see more body work from Bogere. You know, it seems like Oscar's okay with taking these shots to the head. He's fine with that.
Yeah, well, he's just a tough customer. He said he grew up in not the nicest of areas in Santiago, Chile.
He's definitely a tough customer.
Both guys, I mean, as you look at Bogere from Kampala, Uganda, as a minute to go in round number 3.
That's right. Both had tough upbringing. Sharif Bogere says he started boxing just by fighting the kids in the street, fighting off thieves, fighting off whoever he had to fight off, and then finally he got into a gym. And history from there.
And we're seeing a cut above the left eye of Oscar Bravo. And Bogere continues to use that jab. Nice right hand that found its mark for Bravo. And Bravo keeps coming forward. But that body shot, right hand, that caught the chin. Very close quarters now.
This is where Bravo wants to work. That's his domain right there. And Bogere knows that, which is why he's tying him up and then moving. But this is where Bravo needs to put in that work.
Bravo's got to be able to hammer away on Bogere against the ropes. As we near the end of the 3rd round, Bogere and Bravo. Welcome back to PBC Unbound. Sharif Bogere only lost. He came up short to Richard Abril when he fought for the world title. That was over 5 years ago for the lightweight championship of the world. And also the injuries. Look at Bogere hammering away at the back when he had that Achilles injury.
You know, most people use that as an excuse to just sit down. Not Bogere, he wanted to work.
Well, Bogere's been working thus far. Round 4, this one's scheduled for 10, still to come. Ladarius Miller and Dennis Galarza. And right away, Russell Mora warning Oscar Bravo. He goes, "You are leading with your head." And that's, I mean, if he only knew what they were telling him in the corner, they're telling him to lead in with the head. Austin, and as we look at things,
Let him go.
And the Achilles injury for Sharif Bogere, 2 Achilles injuries. How difficult is that? Not 1, but 2.
Well, first of all, the second Achilles injury must have been so frustrating seeing he just got over 1. So that would have been more of a mental toll.
Next time I tell you not to do that,
and he
I'm going
seems
to take the point from you. You understand?
Saw him
Don't
while
do
he
it.
was injured. He was still in the bag, so it didn't take anything out of his mental. He was still ready to work.
Bravo unloading on Bogere, and Russell, as we go ahead, and the referee warned. He warned Bravo about leading in with the head. Russell Mora being a very disciplined, or have been the disciplinarian, and telling Bravo no more illegal tactics.
Bogere is going up and down, body head, which I like to see more to the body. Again, Bravo's okay with headshots. I'd like to see how he takes a body shot.
Well, I see that. I think that right. I know that it's a very different punch, but a right uppercut to the solar plexus, because he's leading in with the head, so the whole body is just there, open, exposed.
Absolutely.
As Bravo unloading and has Bogere against the ropes. Maybe he found something.
This is where he needs to be. This is where he needs to work.
Well, it's what Maidana would do, and they said that he's a Marcos Maidana. He's the Chilean Marcos Maidana, and this is what he's got to do. Throw those punches, some uppercuts there, hooks, leading with the head. I mean, Floyd Mayweather had to deal with that 2 times.
Listen, Bravo had some success in that little exchange there, you know, a few seconds ago. But Sharif Bogere did not just let him pound away. He was hitting him back, you know, catching the punches. It was a good exchange for both guys.
Well, it's almost like sometimes guys get tested, and you see, do they have that innate fighter mentality about them? It's like what you guys say in boxing. We're going to see if the dog can come out. And Bogere did not back down, not one iota, when Bravo was pressuring him.
No, and that was a nice uppercut, step around right hand with the same hand that Bogere just threw. Beautiful combination.
Nice left hook by Bogere, followed by a right hand to the left side of the body, and he catches him with a right hook, followed by a left.
Suéltalo, suéltalo.
Definitely a better round for Bravo.
Bravo swarming Bogere. Ends. What an end. We'll come back with more of PBC on Bounce. We are back here in Las Vegas. Sharif Bogere, Oscar Bravo meeting inside the ring here at Sam's Town Live. Ray Flores, Austin, No Doubt Shroud, as we are into the 5th round.
The last round was picked up tremendously. Bravo had some success when Bogere's back was on the ropes, and he took full advantage. But Bogere ain't no punk. He ain't just sit there and let you beat him up.
And Austin, this is how you have the fight scored thus far through 4.
So far, 40-36. Bogere last round was very close in my opinion, but I still gave it to Sharif. You know, the rounds are getting closer.
Big right hand that connected as Bravo advanced forward. Another right hand that found its mark.
Nice right hand. Bogere.
Bogere is just finding and connecting with those openings that Bravo gives him.
That was a nice feint jab right hand that worked beautifully for Bogere. Let's see a good body shot from Bravo.
Jab right to the midsection.
Something us fighters say is like, you know, the body shot hurt when he tried to hit you to the body.
Absolutely. And Bravo is just absorbing a ton of punishment right now. But back he comes. His face is reddening, that left eye is still being bothersome as he wipes away the sweat and the blood.
It's starting to close up too. You see some swelling from that eye.
Hands free, guys.
Russell Moto wants the hands to be free.
No sign of slowing down from either fighter.
Right hand that connected. Coming forward is one, Oscar Bravo. 50 seconds left. Bogere continues to have his way. Also, Austin, that left eye it's getting worse and worse for Oscar Bravo. Chopping right hand by the Chilean.
Nice.
Look at this combination. Jab coming out more fluid for Bogere. Right hand smacking off the side of the temple.
Hey, he's working on that eye, which is smart. Nice hook for both guys.
They both clash heads now. And Russell, look at him. He got in there and forcefully pushed away. Round number 6, we're halfway through of this 10-round affair. Still to come with Darius Miller and Dennis Galarza. That is our main event with PBC on Bounce. And Russell Mora saying he wants a clean fight, and I think that was absolutely directed towards one Oscar Bravo.
Oscar Bravo, as we mentioned earlier, has had over a year layoff. And the biggest question is why? It wasn't injury. It wasn't lack of fight. It's because he kept turning down fights that weren't good enough for him.
Which is surprising because as a fighter, you want to be active.
Yeah.
And it was almost like, you know, oh, that's beneath me. Well,
Right.
I think he's starting to see that ring rust is affecting him, and it is paying dividends for Sharif Bogere.
Okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad Russ told Oscar, you know, when I say stop, stop. 'Cause that's the second time that Russ said stop, and Oscar's
Watch
throwing
your
a-
head.
Well,
a
now
punch.
it's becoming an issue because Bravo, I think, realized he has no answer for Bogere, and Bogere is just doing his way, and this is going to be an issue, I feel, in the second half of the fight.
Now, Bogere is boxing beautifully. He's taking away all of Oscar's tools, especially when inside where you think Oscar Bravo would flourish. But Bogere's tying him up nicely, countering him nicely. You know, Bravo's got to figure out something else.
Bogere with a nice right hand. Bravo comes back, but Bogere still remaining more active. Nice left uppercut, but I would hope to see some body work by Sharif Bogere.
So that uppercut
Nice
you
left.
asked for, he hasn't stopped throwing it, Barry.
No.
Matter of fact, that was 2 uppercuts that he just caught Bravo with. But like you, I would like to see him go to the body a little bit more.
Because this guy, Oscar Bravo, is just tough. And some guys just have strong skulls. And I believe that Oscar Bravo is one of those individuals. So the body, though, is where you take away the wind. And you have done so well of that with your jab to the body.
The stab to the body is one of my favorite shots and favorite tools, and people don't understand it takes a lot out of you.
And if you're Bogere, he couldn't make it an easier night because I'm sure clobbering a head that just doesn't move, I'm sure it hurts your hands to a degree.
It gets you tired, too. You know, you keep hitting this guy with everything you got, and he's not going anywhere. You know, it does something to your will and to your wind.
And now they go ahead, and it is the jab that is still in the face of one Oscar Bravo. Sharif Bogere, nice right hand
They
that
both
found its
connected.
mark. Oh, man.
They both connect the right hand.
Same time. We
You know that Bogere has a chin as well.
He does. Only lost to Richard Abril when he fought for the world title over 5 years ago. It's the end of the 6th. We'll come back with more PBC on Bounce. Inside the ring with the action that we've had with Sharif Bogere, who's been dominating Oscar Bravo. Austin, it looks like he's pitching a shutout.
He is, and on my cards, whenever we get to it, you'll see. That's how I see it.
Round number 7. If you're Bogere, though, a couple of body shots, and you might be able to close out Oscar Bravo.
And maybe more than a couple, because this Oscar Bravo is tough. But yes, he needs to focus a little more to the body, knowing good combination to the body from Bravo, knowing that this guy eats these headshots for breakfast.
Nice right hand to the body of Sharif Bogere.
Good feint with the hook on top. Nice triple hook.
Bogere's smiling now. I can't believe it. You and I both saw it. He's enjoying himself. This guy is smiling from ear to ear.
Stop! Watch your head.
Okay, I'm glad he said that. His head was planted on Bogere's temple.
Get him up.
Oh,
Nice
yes.
right hand. Oh, my goodness. And Bravo ate it like I went ahead and like my little niece eats Apple Jacks in the morning.
Dude, he almost looked like he enjoyed it.
Like what? He just took it.
Oh, good body
Nice
shot.
left hook to the body by Oscar Bravo.
Watch your heads, fellas. Watch your heads.
So this is something
Without
different that
cabeza,
Bravo's
watch your
doing that is working.
Without cabeza.
Let's see if it takes its toll.
Russell Mora warning about leading with the
Get him up,
head.
Sharif. Stop!
They will separate them again. 80 seconds remaining around number 7. Now Bogere is he's loading up. There's some body work. Okay. Some some body work out of Sharif Bogere.
And it was effective.
It worked, but a left hook comes upstairs.
Nice stab.
And we're seeing more body work, Austin. Look at that.
But you know, I think it's because Bravo started using more body. And he was like, yeah, this does work. Let me try it on him.
No question.
Let him go. Let him go.
Good shot.
They're both wrestling now. They're close quarters.
Stop!
Russell Mora sets them aside.
No lie, those body shots early in the round from Bravo, I feel slowed Sharif Bogere down a bit.
But now
He's still in
Bogere
control.
is still going to the body.
Still in control, but he's not as active as he was last round.
We're nearing the conclusion of round
Nice
number
body.
7.
Time!
Here's a triple left hook from Bogere. And then he smiles at him as he admires his work. I admired it too, Sharif. Keep it up.
Back here, PBC on bounce. Ray Flores, Austin, no doubt,
Without
Trout.
cabeza. Without cabeza. Watch
They're
your head.
saying watch out with the head. Here's our unofficial scorecard. Bogere and Bravo. You see 70-63. Austin Trout, you have them ahead.
Yeah, I have him ahead. It's a shutout so far, but despite of the score, these rounds are getting closer and closer as the fight goes on.
Bogere using his jab. And again, Bravo.
Placed a nice body shot on the Bogere, right under the elbow too.
Nice shot by Sharif Bogere. A nice right hand that connected. And again, Sharif Bogere doubling up on that jab. Right hand right down the center.
Stop!
As we are approaching 100 seconds left here in the 8th. A left hook.
And go! Stop! No!
Goes Bogere,
No
but
knockdown.
no knockdown.
Can't push him down, okay? Get your head up.
Midway point of the 8th.
Good feint that got Bravo out of place and then came back up top with 3
Stop!
straight jabs.
Let go. Watch your heads, guys. Watch your
70
heads.
seconds remaining here in the 8th.
Oh, nice 2-1 combo. Ooh, good shot.
Right hand, it may have shook it up, Sharif Bogere. Coming forward is Bogere. Bravo hammering away on Bogere. It's the best that we've seen out of Bravo in quite some time.
This is
Stop!
the best round he's had the whole fight. Nice. Bravo's really taking control of this round.
Well, he has been. I mean,
Yeah.
I would have to even give
Watch
him
your
this
heads,
round.
guys. Without cabeza. Watch your heads.
Nice left hook that connected.
Time!
That ends the 8th. Round number 9. This one's scheduled for 10. Sharif Bogere
I hear.
and Oscar Bravo. The 9th round, still 2 more to go here in this matchup. And coming up, our main event, but Darius Miller and Dennis Galarza.
Good uppercut. Short and strong from Bogere.
Slow. Arriba. Stop!
Bravo
Stop.
barreling forward
Arriba. Golpes arriba.
on one Oscar Bravo. Nice right hand that connected.
Bravo's looking to build on the momentum he caught last round. Oh,
A
let's
little bit
see
of
what he
slip
can do
there. Bogere with that jab. But back comes Bravo. Bravo's starting to get some confidence on
He is. It may be a round too late. But still, you know, ring rust is one heck of a drug to shake off.
He's making it a contest, that's for sure. He's not allowing Bogere to have an easy night at the office.
Beautiful short uppercuts from Bogere that we've seen all night. And Bravo has yet to figure out a way to stop those uppercuts. Nice stab to the bottom, little low.
Jab right there in the midsection. Right hand that found its mark.
3-punch combination that Oscar Bravo said thank you for.
Yeah, Bravo likes to get hit. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he goes ahead and he's just absorbing shot after shot, but just keeps coming forward.
And not just that, he keeps coming forward without making the adjustment to not get hit.
He almost reminds me of a less technical version of Ruslan Provodnikov. Provodnikov loved to come forward and eat 8 shots.
Oh,
but the thing with Provodnikov is he smiled at you. He's Siberian Rocky.
That's right.
As Bravo looks up at the clock. Under a minute left here in the
Good
ninth.
shot from Bravo. Woke Bogere up. Didn't seem to fade him too much.
No, not at all. Not one iota. Now some work on the inside.
That's what Bravo wants to do.
Oscar Bravo. Right hand that connected.
Suéltalo.
Saying to go ahead and let their hands go.
Let them go, they are.
And Bogere teeing off as is Bravo. Big right hand that's backed up. Oscar Bravo. Bogere finding that fountain of youth and is starting to hammer away on Oscar Bravo with his back on the ropes.
The body shot's what set up the headshot for Bogere. Now he's headhunting again. Go back to the
Time!
That ends the ninth. As Bravo looks up at the clock, final
Limpia.
round.
Clean round.
And Russell Mora says, I want a clean round. And that's what he's been pretty much echoing in the second half of the fight.
That's right. Ooh, good.
Big right hand over that top. That connected.
Shout out to Bogere's chin.
Yeah, no question.
Took it like nothing.
Well, he's been eating some shots too, especially over the past few rounds.
Suéltalo. Stop!
So seeing the success that Oscar Bravo's had in the last couple of rounds, it just makes me wonder if he had a fight or two within this last year or over a year, would it be a different story? You know, maybe he would have came on earlier and caught momentum.
He started too late. He clearly started too late. I think the inactivity has hurt him considerably. His handlers, I don't know why they kept waiting for that big opportunity, and this is a big opportunity, but it's been his lack of activity which is affecting him.
Well, it sounds to me like it wasn't his handlers, it was him. He's like, no, I don't like that guy. It's not a good enough record.
Just like, what do you do?
Take the fight, take the money, and go on to the next. Bogere winding up that right hand.
Whacking. Oscar Bravo with that right hand.
Nice exchange from both guys.
Left hook that found its mark. Right hand, couple blistering shots there by Sharif Bogere as we approach the midway mark of the 10th round.
Bogere's definitely in shape. So is Bravo. You know, it's a nice, high, action-packed, fast-paced fight. And nobody seems to be slowing down.
It's been a battle. Let's put it out that way. It's been a battle. It's been a war of attrition. Bogere has been getting the better of the exchanges, but Bravo is really starting to come on here in this 10th round. And even in the 8th and 9th as well.
Nice body attack from Bravo.
1 minute, let's go, champ, let's go.
Final 50 seconds as we are under a minute remaining here in the fight.
Uppercut, body shot.
Nice combination.
Stinging shots by one Sharif Bogere.
Stop!
See, Bogere grabbed his leg. Nice little Bernard Hopkins move right there.
Sharif Bogere, though, should be very content and confident with what we have seen being displayed.
No, great performance from Sharif Bogere. A valiant effort from Oscar Bravo. The fans win tonight.
Final moments of the fight. Sharif Bogere and Oscar Bravo will fight to a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we go to the scorecards. Judges Adelaide Burton, Dave Moretti scored the contest 190. Glenn Feldman sees it 99-91. For your winner by unanimous decision, Sharif The Lion Bogere. And Sharif Bogere elevates his record to 32-1. An impressive performance here tonight, Austin.